Hi guys, lovely weather today and I'm on my way on a trail run. But I'm a little bit too early and I thought I'd use the opportunity to show you what I bring along for a first aid kit when I'm out on trail run or if I'm out on hiking. Because when you're out on these kind of activities, it's very important that you're well prepared. I have had my cases where I was tripping, got a good and serious scrape and I need to have it treated. So first aid kit is very important. There is a ton of different kind of first aid kits, all depending on preferences, where you are, who you are, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. So leave a little comment down below under this video and tell me what kind of equipment you bring along, or maybe you even have suggestions for my equipment. But when I'm out here on these trail runs, it's important to have something lightweight yet that solves the problem or the cases you might encounter. And I do that in this little, very visible waist belt. It is with bungees, which means it is very snug around your hip the whole time. Doesn't matter how much you jump or run, and it doesn't matter if you lose a little bit of weight while you're out there, and it will still stay snug on you. So I love it. But before I get into detail as to what I specifically bring, let me say, for me personally, there are three things that I want to be prepared for. First and foremost, I want to be able to walk. That means if I should get a blister or if I have a tendency to get a blister, I want to be able to treat that. The second thing is I want to be able to help myself if I should get injured of sort. And the third thing is, should I get into a problem where I'm in a risk of ending up in anaphylactic shock, for instance, bitten by an insect I don't know, I also like to be able to treat that. So this is what this kit is about, but let me show you more specifically what it is. So three options here, or three solutions that I have for three different problems that I consider being most important on a hike, on a trail run. On the first side we have here the Tensoplast. It is tape. You can use that for so many other things, but definitely a must-have in your bag. You will feel long before you get a blister where you're going to have one or have an issue. You can tape it up and you can prevent it from ever happening. Should you for some reason have them anyway, then I carry a few different sizes, two different sizes of patches here, which is specifically made for blisters. Then the second part is, if you get injured on out there, you might fall over, you might get a good solid scrape. There's a lot of reasons why you have to take care of that as fast as possible. But for me, this is a matter of being able to clean it first and foremost, and for that I have these very serious wipes. As you can see, maybe you can read it on the computer, I don't know, but it is for both fungi, bacteria and viruses, H1N1, and I've used these before and they are very, very good. Sure enough, they do sting a lot when you do clean a wound, but you got to do it, and you got to do it as fast as possible. Once I've gone through the cleaning, which I also can do with these little towel pellets, all you got to do is just pour water on it. I got another video just showing you how this works. When I've got that all cleaned up, then it's important for me to be able to disinfect it, and for that I always carry my iodine. Now this is a bit of an overdose, you could say. You could have some smaller wipes with you with iodine on it if you want to, but this is what I like to do because it also serves another purpose, obviously, and that is for cleaning water if you should end up in a situation where you need that. And then if I am in a situation where dust or other circumstances makes it imperative for me to make sure it doesn't get more contaminated than it already is, then I have the option of patching it up, and I can do that with various sizes of patches I have here, which are waterproof, and I can also just make a quick bandage with these in conjunction with my tape, obviously, and then no matter the size and shape of the wound, I will be able to temporarily close it off and reduce the risk of further damage or further bacteria or whatnot. Now this is very important for me, and this is why there's so much room in my package, because when you're out doing trail runs or hiking, you might get cut or bruised on a stone or on a thorn that has been previously visited by, for instance, a wild boar or rats or other animals. And they do use the same path as human beings, the path with least resistance. But on their way, they might mark their territory, they might just have a need to take a leak, I don't know. But you can have places and thorns and stones that might have pee on it or other feces, and you don't know that. So if you get a good solid scrape and you transfer that bacteria to yourself, you would have some serious problems. So that's why it is very important for me to bring that along. I don't want the problem that can come along with it. Now the third problem that I addressed is the ability to handle problems with anaphylactic shock, for instance, or extra pain. So I carry this little holster here. You might probably recognize it. It is just a small plastic holder for SD cards, and I just grooved out these small holders that kept the SD card in place, and then I filled it with 2 painkillers. In this case it is Tiffy, because they contain antihistamine, and then I've got 6 tablets antihistamine from the brand Cytex. Now whatever you use there, if ever you want to use things like this, obviously you have to consult your own doctor or find out what fits you. This is what fits the bill for me, and I can say I haven't been using these antihistamine for the purpose intended, so to speak, in my set, but I have used it on various occasions because every now and then I get hit by allergies, and sitting all night long sneezing, it's just not fun. And a few tablets of antihistamine and you are rid of that problem. So that is the 3 main problems that I'm solving out there. But then obviously, since I've already got the luggage with me, I got some few other utensils here. I've got a pincher. The ability to pull out a small thorn or something like that is always good. I got a few safety pins. Safety pins can always be used for something. Then I got a magnifying glass. I am, without my prescriptive glasses, more or less blind. So for me to carry this one is quite good. But anyway, if you have to pull out a small splinter or a piece of glass or something from your feet, this could be more effective in terms of pinpointing where it is. And then I've got a small local money. You never know when you need that for transport or for drinking food or whatnot. And then the final little item I have in my pack, that is my trusted multi-tool. Doesn't need much explanation, fits everywhere. A little heavy, you could say, compared to what it does, but it is very effective and I've used it a lot. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is a set that I use if I'm out on a hike, if I'm out on a trail run. I basically just want to make sure that I can control whatever damage I'm encountering until the time I can get back and have a proper treatment of it. So that's it. Well, leave a comment down in the comment section if you have some other ideas or supplements for this set. If you have some other things you're using when you're out on your camping trip, out on your hiking, or maybe even doing trail running. I'm very curious to see. Every set has its own unique properties, and every person has its own needs. Well, until next time, have a good one.